Welcome back, everybody. It's nice to have you with us. You're watching Cape Rugby TV. Now, last week we got a call to say that the under-16 girls and the under-18 girls have got a practice session at City Park. Simnekiwe reached out to us. Faisal, before we go to this, just give us an idea. What are we looking at here? We were, in fact, just talking last week about your Hubs program.
Yeah. So basically, I think, it's under 16, under 18 YTC program where, some of the girls come together, the junior girls, where you do a bit of coaching. But also, I think, the program like Jerome and them also running with regard to the coaches as well. So it's upskilling players and also upskilling the coaches.
And for the folks that have never watched Cape Rugby TV, YTC, what does that stand for?
Youth Training Center.
Youth Training Center.
Yeah.
Oh, I always thought it was Youth to Champion.
Oh.
So it's Youth Training Center. All right. Well, we're going to watch the Youth Training Center making youth to champions. Let's take a look now. This was City Park over the weekend.
Touch him with the ball. Let's see what.
My name is Clearis. I play for Brackenfell and Galacticos. We were with the drill that you did just now. We were learning about passing before contact, before the defender is on you, and then we were focusing on communication, showing your target and passing your target. I play scrum off, wing, and fullback. It's a nice time.
Okay, thank you.
My name is Simnekiwe, Western Province YTC head coach, which is the Youth Training Center head coach. The main focus for today's sessions was ball presentation, and on the other station we were working on passing and catching, and the other station was decision making. Then at the end we ended off by playing rug touch, which is applying whatever that we're doing during the course of the training. It's basically all about having all of them here, bringing in different aspects of the game, in different aspects. As you have seen today, we had Coach Nazim, who's which is in teaching and development, but also he works with the under-21s. We had Mr. Stanley Robinheimer, the Western Province Girls Senior Head Coach. So it's a matter of bringing those aspects to the game so that they can work with these girls. If your school is not playing rugby, we encourage you to come to our sessions. For now, we're training on Saturdays, but we are going to be off for the weekend of the Easter, then we'll kick off again on the 6th of April. Or they can go to our Facebook, which is Western Province Women's Rugby, and they will get the details there, the point of contact. All the details are there, and they can take it from there.
Folks, as you can see, I'm sitting back in my chair because I'm actually blown away with what I'm seeing there. This is exactly what sport is about. I'm not going to start with you, Faisal. This is your program. You know this inside out, and I am going to ask you about it. But I'm going to go to Jerome. Jerome, you're a coach, you're a player, you work with bringing people into the world of rugby, and then you upskill them from ground level all the way to playing for the Springbok rugby team and winning World Cups. This is what we're seeing here with these young ladies. For some of them, it's the first time even touching a rugby ball. This is actually part of the growth of what rugby is about, and people playing your sport.
No, that's definitely, JP, and there's nothing better. It's rewarding to see. Next year you see these girls at under 20.
Yeah.
The year after that you see them with the senior team, and then maybe in that year they become Springboks or whatever. It's rewarding. So your work is not just many people don't know about it or take it for granted, but it starts somewhere.
Yeah.
And this is the start for these girls. And I mean, Nazim Adams is basically a lot more involved now with the juniors, and you can see the structure because coming from a coaching educational, that's his job, so he knows where to start, so he can also equip the coaches.
Yeah.
And they also, what they do when the coaches go away, they have a manual of what they've done, so they can work on that during the week.
A full picture.
The following week they come again, they get another book in another place and stuff which they can do. So this is how the system works within Western Province.
Yeah. Faisal, for you guys from a Western Province rugby point of view, I mean, the whole purpose of sport and rugby is a contribution to society. I mean, you must be looking at this and thinking, so many people watch rugby, just seeing rugby and touching rugby by watching the show, but they don't necessarily play rugby. Now you've turned it around. You've actually got more participants, more people that you're able to reach out to and have in your space. I mean, when you look at these programs like this, this must be for you guys proud moments where you are in a position that you know this is actually making a difference. No,
definitely. I think it's like, Jerome said earlier on, you got Nazim, you got Stan that is there, that's, starting with the basics, developing. It's like, somebody that's never played rugby before coming out and being exposed and, starting with basics and that there. So I think from our side, it's great, providing access to the game is obviously key. It's crucial. It's growing the game. It's all the, it's all the elements in terms of what we're looking for, especially at women's rugby and that. And like Jerome says, many of them, have the opportunity to become Springboks, to play for Western Province and that there. Yeah. So it's great, the work that they're doing. I think the one thing, looking at there, it's, it'll be great. We can get out to all the communities as well, where we have these satellites, we have these communities playing. The clubs that are there, you saw, looking at the video, you had Brackenfell. So I think in time to come, many of the clubs, have to start looking at in terms of how the involvement is within the community. No, it is quite amazing. And this is really what sport does, is about that contribution to making the world a better place.